Hello everyone, welcome back to Data Engineer YouTube channel. In this tutorial, what we will do is we will see how we can use NoSQL database and we will dump that data into Azure SQL Database, which is a relational database. Okay, and at the NoSQL end, you can use any database, maybe Cassandra DB or MongoDB, right? What I will do is because this is a short tutorial kind of thing, I will be using a REST API as a source, which will be NoSQL source only, right? So you need not to worry. We'll be using this NoSQL source only. Okay. So in your case, you can use any. You just need to change the link service. So let's see quickly see what we need. Obviously, if you want to start creating a pipeline, which will be a copy activity in ADF, what we need is we need connections with this particular source and the sink. Sink will be our Azure SQL database, right? So I have already connected to that Azure SQL database using SQL Server Management Studio, right? So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go to manage. And to those who don't know like how we can create a SQL server, Azure SQL server and Azure Data Factory resources, I'll put the link in the description. You can watch those videos first and then you can come back here later on. Alright. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna create a link service called REST with REST. Okay. Why? Because we will call this data using REST API. So I'll use REST. I'll click on continue. I'll say REST service new ls. Okay. This is the name and base URL will be this. Okay. If it is, we will not use slash user. This will be the base URL. Right. I'll copy the URL and I'll paste it. Authentication will be anonymous because it does not require any authentication. So it's anonymous and that's it. We will click on test connection. Once the connection is created, we are good. We have created a connection using our source. Now this connection can be anything. It can be your Cassandra DB, MongoDB, or anything else, right? Not an issue, right? Now we will have sink. So this is my sink, which is a Azure SQL database. The server name is training dbdev and login name is dbadmin. Using these, we will connect here. So we'll create a new link service. So it is Azure SQL database link service, and I will say Azure SQL database ls new. Okay, will be the name and we will enter manually. So what we need to enter? The server name. I'll copy it from here. I'll paste it out. The database name is what? Adventure Works. All right. And username is what? dbadmin. And password, let me write it down. And that's it. We'll click on test connection and we'll test our connection. It is successful. We'll click on create button to create this link service. Now we need to create data sets, but I will not create it them. We'll create it on the fly when we are creating a in the copy activity itself. Okay, so let's see how we can do that. So we'll click on plus icon. We'll go to pipeline and we'll create a pipeline. We'll name it as copy users to Azure DB. Okay, Azure SQL DB. Something like that. I gave it a name and I will use a copy activity. Okay, copy activity. Now what we will do? We'll go to source. Now what is our source? We need to create this data set. So we'll click on new. It is what? REST API. I'll click on it. I'll say REST source new DS and we will select the link service which we created REST service new link service, right? And we'll click on OK. We haven't done everything now. Okay, pagination rules, if you want pagination you can use, otherwise you can delete, not an issue. The thing is, if you open this data set, this is your base URL, but there is a relative user URL which is your users. Okay, you need to copy that and you need to put it here. If you have added a slash here, you need not to add it here again. Okay, you will simply write users. Now that's done. Now we need to go to mapping. We'll click on import schema. Okay, so it failed. So sink is required. So firstly let us add sink and then we will do the mapping part. Okay, sink also, what we will do, we will use Azure SQL database. We need to create a new data set for sink, right? New ds, something like that. We gave it a name and we'll use the link service which we recently created, which is Azure SQL database ls new. Once we do that, we will click on none and we'll press OK. Now we'll go inside this data set, okay? And we will say what? We will give a schema name which is sales LT, okay? And the table name is, we can give any name. We can give name like users new. Okay, this table does not exist, so I'm using a name. You can give any name. This table does not is not available in my database. If I show you, so it is nothing but let's start from sales, say lt dot users new. If I run it, you will see invalid object, right? It's not created. This table is not available in my Azure SQL database. So what we will do, we'll go back. Now we'll go to mapping and we'll import the schema. As soon as we import the schema, it gives us an error that invalid object name. So it is not giving us an object name, right? Which is fine, not an issue, not an issue. What we will do is we will click on insert setting and that's it. Okay, we'll click on insert setting and that's it. So mapping, first time it can be auto also, so not an issue, right? So what I will do is I'll click on debug, and what will happen is, see what will happen now. All right, let us wait. Okay, it failed. So the reason for it to fail is cannot access the destination sales lt dot user new. Why we got this error? Let me show you. If we go to sync part, we said table option use existing, but it does not exist. So we'll click on auto create table so that it can create the table. Okay, so we did not give ADF the permission to create a new table. That's why it gave us an error. Okay, now it will work correctly. So if you see quickly, it's in progress. So let's wait. All right, it succeeded. And if you now see, if I run this query, you can see the data. But now the thing is, you can see name, username, email, phone, and website, which is the level one data: ID, name, username, email, right? And phone and website. You can't see company and address, right? Because that's another nested JSON. So nested JSON did not came. So what we need to do is, we need to go to mapping. We need to import the schema first. Okay, we need to import the schema first. As soon as we import the schema, you will see now it came. So we'll give it a good name. Okay, so for street, we'll give street, and it will give good name to everyone. And then what we will do is we'll go to sync. We can use upsert because we are inserting a new thing, right? We want to use the same keys. We want to modify it also, right? So we'll use upsert option, and we will select the column which will be our ID, and based on ID we'll upsert, and then we'll run the query. So all those columns will also come. So this is how basically you can use any non-relational source and you can dump the data into Azure SQL DB, which is a relational database. I hope you found this tutorial useful. Please make sure to subscribe to my channel because I will be making these videos regularly twice a week. Thank you for watching this tutorial.